Welcome to DeKalb, Illinois, and home to the Northern Illinois Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Northern Illinois Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So UNLV's offense will get the first swing of the game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Find some fresh air. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Quarterback making checks. They'll run it to the right. Finding an escape route. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Still looking, on the move. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. You wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll pull it on the read. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. They're going to run it. Can't get him to the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's in open space downfield. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Power football with the run. Nice move to keep running. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The Rebels are threatening on first and goal. He wants to throw it. Here's a hit. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Dyer. That's reeled in, it's Givens. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. That's the end of the quarter, and Northern Illinois has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass, it's Dyer. It's complete. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. It's a draw. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Northern Illinois! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
There ain't no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 4 over South Carolina. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal blocking the back. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They go to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Rebels want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Give to the running back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Lofts one high and deep. Snags it. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Quarterback on the keeper. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Looking to pass, it's Dyer. Steps away. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He wants to change this route. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Rides the back on the option to give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Looking to fire. He makes a grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Northern Illinois will line up with a 1st and goal. It's complete to the left. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. The kick is on its way. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. All wideouts, no backs. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Makes the grab, it's Taylor. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Snagged in the middle. It's Taylor. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Huskies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll keep it himself. He breaks a tackle. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Taylor. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After that last completion, it's second down. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's got his man, makes the grab. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Dropping back, it's Dyer. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Illegal forward pass.
The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the three. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be brought down. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like you've got a great scene there today in DeKalb. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Husky Stadium.
And the Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
This offense has it with really good field position. The give is to Williams. Spins away from the defender.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
It'll be a draw. Runs through a tackle. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. From the red zone, it's Williams. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll leave it with the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. A lot of urgency for this offense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Rebels are marching down the field. Powers forward. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. The give to the tailback. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vegas.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Tennessee looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over the field like Smokey in the pregame. They're up by 18 over South Carolina. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. He'll get rid of it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Bringing it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
And the Huskies with an absolute gift to start this drive with goal to go. He'll do it himself. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. On fourth down, looking to pass. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
Rebels offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He'll pull it on the read. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Givens. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21, it's a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. On the option. He'll pitch it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Keep it on the ground. Nice move to pick up yardage. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. Looking downfield on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Northern Illinois right back to the line. Gets it out quickly. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Huskies! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Working that left side now. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, what a move. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. A little screen to the running back. Turning it on. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Tries to get it on the ground. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Rebels have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the back. Pick up of 5. It'll be third down and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. Complete on third down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2.
And I like that mentality. That's the mentality I'm going to develop with my team. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to go get things. Short yardage situations, we're going to practice them. We're going to be successful, but we're going to go for them.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Rebels. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Tennessee is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. It feels like they've been singing Rocky Top all day. They're up by 21 over South Carolina. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The pull and throw off the RPO. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. Finds his tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Going right to work up top. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the back. Nice move there. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Beasley. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking down the middle. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Beasley. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.